have air dry clay. It fits. It makes me so frustrated. Good morning, welcome to Vlogmas Day 14. The 14th, right? I think it is. It is 8:46 a.m. I'm up, I'm dressed, and I need to go to the next place that I am marketing, that I'm tabling for, because, oh God, my suitcase is heavy. Because they do load-in day on Thursday, and then they highly recommend that you do this if it's your first time tabling with them, because you get to like see the space, kind of like meet other vendors, whatever. It's just a good time to go. So I need to head over, but I don't think I'm gonna bring my cards because I need to print some more today. But I think I'm just gonna bring this guy, my suitcase, and a tote bag. It's cold, it's like 30 degrees, so I have my hat on, I have thermals under everything again, and then I'm gonna wear gloves to be extra cozy and warm. Also though, I had a dream that I was like catching snakes in jewelry. Like it was like these little, I don't know how, it was a dream, okay? But the snakes were getting stuck in jewelry, and there was at one point I was helping my mum get a snake out of her watch, and there was like this weird contraption thing, and so the watch, she was like getting it out of the watch, and it was gonna go into this like box that catches the snakes, and then they go up into these things, but the door on the other end wasn't closed, and so it came out on the other end and bit me in my leg. What does that mean? I looked it up, and it said that snakes are like it's like the same thing as the Black Ocean. When I dreamed about the Black Ocean the other day, it's like I have some sort of like emotional something going on that I need to walk through, but I'm like, what is it? That's my dream. Let's have today's advent calendar to cheer myself up, because I woke right up at 7 a.m. after I got bitten by the snake. Day 13, or is it the 14th? Am I just like losing my mind? This is upside down. I think today's the 14th. Yeah, I opened the 13th yesterday. Did I say happy Vlogmas Day 14? Am I losing my mind today? I think I am. What is this? Drums? I don't know what this is. I don't know what that is. Breakfast of Champions. My little cubby for the weekend. Fun. Just set up everything, and I'm actually tabling on the other side of my like partition is a girl that I follow called A Piece of Life Ceramics. She has really cute stuff, and it was so nice to meet her and to talk to her, and fun that I had a somewhat familiar face in the space while I was setting up. Now we wait until Saturday when I load in all of my cards. I didn't bring any today. That'll be the last bit of setup, but I'm feeling more relaxed now that I have it all figured out, because I was really unsure how I was going to set that space up. I'm glad that it's all done. Finally the day where I'm going to attempt to make my mother's Christmas present. Mum, if you're watching this, please stop. I don't think you are. But anyway, I'm making my mum a like yarn bowl. I'll insert a picture here. But I basically have seen on TikTok these people with yarn bowls where it's like a little ceramic bowl, and then the piece of yarn goes out through like a little hole in the bowl. And I have air dry clay. We're gonna attempt to make this because the other half of her present involves like knitting as well. So I wanted to like tie it all in together, and I don't know how this is gonna go, but I think what I'm gonna do right now is like just search up some like TikTok tutorials and see if I can figure out what the hell I'm doing. Do I feel like I can pull this off? No. But do I think that it's the thought that counts? Yes. I actually also think it shouldn't be like that difficult, right? Anyway, here's my clay. I've had it for a long time, so we'll see if it is also usable. I feel like I have to like knead it for a while to like get it pliable. I should take off all my rings. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like I've seen people say something about how you have to like work the clay before you use it or something, but I don't know how true that is. I also don't know how much of this clay I should use. I'm using this yarn ball as like my example, but this feels like a really big one unless they're always that big. I don't know. Like an hour. She's done. It's definitely looking homemade, like the edges and all of that, whatever. It's cute. It's definitely handmade, but it's handmade with love and focus. I hope that it dries well. I'm gonna let it dry probably for the whole weekend. The tutorial I watched said that it probably would take like overnight, but mine looks a little bit bigger than hers, so I'm gonna let it dry for like 3 days. When it comes to painting, it hopefully will be like, I don't know, it'll be good. I think rub it over with some water and make sure that any of the cracks that I'm seeing are kind of like covered up. But I think that it works. It fits. That's really all I wanted. And then if I can grab, yeah, this, and then if it goes, no, I'm not gonna do this because now the wool is getting stuck onto the clay. We'll do that when it dries, but I think it's gonna be fine. This will be its resting place for the next 3 days. I hope it dries well. I couldn't really like smooth it out as much as I wanted to because I don't want to give it too much water. I've heard that that's also a problem, but it's kind of cute, right? Like you can definitely see that it's a sheep, right? To paint it, and I ordered some clear varnish to put on top of it. So I think once it's painted, it'll look even better. Spanish. Washer and dryer in building is great for the reason that I don't have to go to a laundromat. For that, I'm forever grateful. What I'm not forever grateful for is that the washing and drying, like, it doesn't seem as though they've had any maintenance done to them for years. There hasn't been any like cleaning of the machines, anything like that. And so I've found my clothes to like have this weird like dustiness to them before. Maybe it's because I forgot to like clean out the duster before I put them, like the dust catcher before I, you know, put them in the dryer. A lot of the times my clothes also just come out like looking a little not as clean. Anyway, I digress. We had our laundry machine and our dryer machine go from $2 for a wash, $2 for a dry, to $2.50 for a wash, $2.50 for a dry. I get it. $2.50 is a lot cheaper than other places, other laundromats, like totally get it. But why? I just don't understand why I have to pay anything at all when I'm paying an arm and a leg for this apartment anyway. Like, why can't, if it's in building, it should just be included. I literally heard my super like outside my door doing something, so I had to stop talking. Yeah, I just don't understand it. I think also it's frustrating because whenever I've emailed like the building management complaining about it to see if they could do like a deep cleaning of the machine, we just don't get any response. And so today when I was doing laundry, I did 2 loads, and I usually end up just air drying my like clothes, but when I do my sheets, I like to put those in the dryer. Also, our dryer doesn't even dry fully, so you pay the $2.50 and it's on for 50 minutes and you put it on the highest heat, still comes out damp. Regardless, I put in my sheets for the dryer so that it gets a good like first round of drying, since my clothes usually take up the whole drying rack. And today, when I took out my sheets, or when I opened up the washing machine for my sheet side, there was like dirt all over the sheets. I'll insert the clip. I'm gonna send that to my building management and be like, hey, can you actually clean the machine this time? Because I shouldn't be putting things into the washing machine just for them to come out dirty. Like, it makes me so frustrated. Nobody ever seems to do maintenance on it. And I think that's just like every building everywhere, because they're like, well, we're getting the money and it works, whatever. The washing machine is like dirty in all of the rim, so it's just making the clothes dirty. And what's the point of me paying $2.50 to wash my clothes if they're gonna be dirty? That was my afternoon rant. Back to regularly scheduled programming of me folding more cards. I feel like Vlogmas is just basically a lot of clips of me prepping cards. That's my small business, okay? I do like when I'm making these clips, because I get to see how fast it actually takes me to do like one card. So it gives me a little bit more of an understanding of like how long this is gonna take me. I'm also just still trying to figure out what my stock levels should actually be when it comes to these markets, because for the holiday ones, like last week, I feel like during the week-long pop-up, I sold out of all of my Taylor Swift stuff like pretty quickly. So I wanted to be overly stocked at my next market, which was this past weekend's market. And like, I think only one person bought my happy birthday card. A lot more people bought the other designs, but like that was so interesting to me that like at one market I sold out completely, and then the next one I only sold one. So then I spent all this time like prepping and printing those cards just for them not to be as good of a seller. So it's hard to know and gauge what I actually should be printing and prepping, because every single market there's a different bestseller or there's a different card that people are gravitating towards. I don't get it. I don't know how to print based on demand for these pieces when it changes every single market. So I'm just trying to be like overly stocked on like all of my designs. It's been a learning process, these markets. I'm probably gonna be here for the next, hour or so folding all of these up. I just finished one of these packs, and in here there are 100 cello bags. There are 100 cards on the table right now, and I still have a small stack to work through. 4 boxes, and we have pretty much all of the cards for the market. I did it by like holiday, food, and then these are just all of my like other designs. I think I want to print a couple more holiday ones. I only have 5 'Tis the Damn Season ones, so I kind of want to print a few more, and then a couple more of the Merry Christmas from NYC ones, just in case.